What is going on, Wastelanders? It is me, Lone Vault Wanderer, with another video on Fallout 4. So the article that I'm talking off of is in the description below, but it is entitled Fallout 4, Bethesda will dial back graphics in favor of complex systems. So the article starts off by saying Fallout 4 will be a gorgeous game, but it won't be the showpiece some are expecting. Speaking at an E3 roundtable interview today, Bethesda's Pete Hines said that crafting complex and thoroughly interactive environments requires some graphical compromises. Quote, "Everything we do is a balance," Hines said. "We could make the best looking game possible, but we dial some of that back in order to allow for all of these other things." So I think this topic is very interesting because it shows that Bethesda are in tune with, I think, the importance of gaming. It's not necessarily about graphics, it's not always about visual looks, it's also about the gameplay. I mean, after all, video games are a medium where you hold the controller and you play the game. You see yourself and your player interacting in game. And while a lot of that has to do with graphics, of course, we can't forget the fundamental concept on which video games were based upon, in that it is gameplay that matters most. Gameplay is always more important, no matter how good graphics can be. If gameplay is shit, the game will be shit. And the best example that I can give of that is Rise: Son of Rome. I remember Microsoft talking about how good this game looked and how it really showcases the Xbox One's power and graphical ability. But when we actually played the game, yeah, granted it looks very, very good, but the gameplay wasn't that fun, was it? It was actually kind of shitty. It got really, really bad reviews across the board. So it shows that people, while they like graphics, while they like a pretty game, above all, if the gameplay is bad, if the gameplay is mediocre, the game is just not going to be fun. It's not going to be enjoyable to play. And it's always the case, even if a game has shitty graphics or retro looking, indie looking graphics, for example, probably bad terms to use, but you get my point. When games have those lower resolutions or lower graphical fidelity or don't look really realistic and have that retro artistic look, if the gameplay is fun and it's actually enjoyable just to play the game, regardless of how the game actually looks, then people are gonna love it, and that's gonna be the end of the story. I mean, Minecraft is a perfect example. The game doesn't look that good. Yes, its resolution can be whatever, but in terms of the graphics, in terms of the assets, in terms of the graphical fidelity, of course Minecraft does not even compete with any modern day game, but people are still playing the game now because it's fun to play. The gameplay is fun, the mechanics are fun, it's actually enjoyable regardless of the graphics, regardless of how that game actually looks. And there are so many other games that I can bring up right now. Shovel Knight, for example, that's a great game people love. It doesn't look all that good, it has that retro indie feel, and the art design's kind of blocky in a sense, but it's still fun, it's still got incredible reviews. So I think that is what Pete Hines is really getting to here when he talks about we dial some of that back in terms of the game looking as good as possible in order to allow for all of these other things. They want the gameplay above all to be fun. They want the game to actually be enjoyable to play, whether that's in the form of exploring a huge world, whether that's in the form of all of these crazy guns that you can use. All of these other game mechanics that go into making a video game, if they want to prioritize that over graphics and over visual appeal, I'm fine with that, because above all, the game still looks good. It doesn't look as good as Witcher, I can completely make that admission, but if the game offers fun mechanics, if the gameplay is enjoyable, if we actually like sitting down there, regardless of the graphics, and enjoy playing the game because of the other gameplay mechanics it offers, then I'm all for that. So anyways, Wastelanders, I would love to know what you think about this topic. Please put your thoughts in the comments below. Please be sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. The links to those pages are in the description below. And until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and as always, keep fighting the good fight.